Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. It is hot. Hot. How hot is it, Rusty? Well, it's about 104 right now. Is that hot? Yes. How hot is that? Very, 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 very hot. And so what I'm doing, I'm out for a little drive. I've got tinfoil on the back of my phone in the direct sunlight, and I'm going to see if that helps, but I'll try to do a quick video about whenever you're RVing, whether you're in a motorhome or a travel trailer. This will apply more to people that are towing travel trailers than it will to motorhomes, but there are a lot of things in here that apply to both. And what this is about a trip checklist, like a pre-trip checklist, some things you can do prior to leaving. And so, number one, add 5 or 6 gallons of fresh water to your tank. If you're going to be staying at RV parks and places where they have fresh water, just add about 5 gallons. That's 40 pounds. That's all you need, because then the next stop, you can replenish it as you go. Of course, gas up and all that stuff. And the next thing is you might overlook this one, is check the lug nuts on each wheel, each and every wheel on the RV and the vehicle. Won't hurt to check the ones on the vehicle too while you got the tool out. Guarantee you, and then bring all the air up to specs on the trailer and the tires. Bring the air in the tires up to specs for the load that you are carrying. Okay, what else? In my case, I've also got those little air lifts on my shock absorbers, the little pillows that you put in the springs, and I have to bring those up to about 12 pounds each, and I sometimes I can forget that one easy because that one's new. Also, another one that you can overlook is be sure if you have a lead acid battery, if you don't have a sealed battery and you have a lead acid battery with the little removable caps, you know what I mean? Be sure and check that battery has an adequate supply of water, and you have to use distilled water, and you can buy distilled water at the grocery store for $1 a gallon. A gallon will last you a long time. Okay, what else? Let me just look over here. Oh, also, if there are grocery items, this is something else you can forget real easy. Let's just say you're going to a place like I'm going in Alpine, Texas. They've got a couple of little grocery stores there. They don't have a Walmart, or any of that stuff. They don't have any big stores. They don't have any, fancy grocery stores. So there's some things that you might enjoy eating that you're not going to find in the place you're going. And in my case, the nearest Walmart's about 100 miles away. So I'm going to take a few things that I won't be able to find there, and it may be enough to last me a month or so. Then if you've got any special, medications or creams or ointments and stuff that you may not be able to find in a rural environment, you might want to take some extra, because while you're on the road, even though if you're going to go by a Walmart, I go by one all the way out about 375 miles, and there's one in Fort Stockton, and that's it. And I'm not going to stop there because it's not a very big one, it's a small one. What else can I think of along those lines? You want to get everything pretty well done, so when you get the day of departure, all you got to do is just pull out, okay? Because what I do, I don't hook up the RV, the travel trailer, the night before, but what I do is I back the truck up so that it's in position to just lower the hitch onto the ball and then remove some jacks, and we're good to go. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not in a hurry, because the way I do it now, I'm not in a hurry anyway, okay? But for those of you that are in a hurry and take long drives, be prepared. Be sure that you've got at least a 20-foot water hose, and preferably a 10-foot or two, because some of the places you'll park, if you're going to be using full hookups like I am, sometimes you're going to need the longer hose, and sometimes the short hose is better. because you don't want to just have the hose laying out in the sunlight because the water gets hot and all that kind of stuff. But you can let the water run for a few seconds and get that cleaned out okay. And as far as your black water drain hose, you know, a 15 footer is adequate, because if they've got it more than 15 foot away from your RV when you're parked in the spot, then you're in the wrong RV park, okay? The next thing is add some detergent to your gray water tank and your fresh water tank before you leave. You know, and add about a gallon of water to each tank. I just use laundry detergent, add about a quarter of a cup to each tank, along with a gallon of water. And then when I'm pulling down the highway and the water's sloshing around in the tank, it'll clean up those tanks a little bit and get some of that odor out of there and all that stuff. And what else? Be sure you secure your refrigerator. And what I do in mine, of course, I have a 110 only, but it doesn't matter. To secure, I not only secure it with a little latch that I kind of created. Now, on most RVs, there's a little sliding thing that latches the freezer and the refrigerator door. So be sure you've slid those. But also, if you want to keep your stuff from moving around inside the refrigerator, you can take towels or small pillows and pack them in there, and then lock the door. And what will that do? That'll keep stuff from moving around the fridge, and all you have to do is remove those towels or pillows when you get to your camping site, instead of opening the door and everything falls out on the floor. And I'm sure some of you have had that happen. If you haven't been RVing. What else can I think of? Of course, you got to secure all the doors inside, you know, all the movable stuff, the stuff that's going to move around and fall off on the floor and break, any pictures, stuff like that. Of course, I have mine set up where there's hardly anything to move. I mean, it's ready to go. But anyway, having said that, that's about all I can think of on the list. I'm sure there's many others, and I'm sure a lot of you will think of things that I've overlooked. But just be sure you've got everything, you know, and you can make your own checklist. It's very easy to do. Just sit there and put yourself in the position of, okay, we're going camping, or I'm going camping in my case. And what do? You start going through it in your mind, some of the things you need to do. And before you pull out, and this is a biggie, two things. One, walk around the RV completely, all the way around, looking under it and on top of it and everywhere else. Why? Because you will find stuff that you have placed in a really weird position, and you won't regret it when you find it. Also, when you get in your vehicle, before you get in your vehicle, look on the top of your vehicle and around your vehicle. Why? Because sometimes people have the habit of setting their glasses or their drink on the hood, the top, or the bumper, okay? And they get in their vehicle and go 5 miles down the road, and they say, "Hey, Martha, where's my sunglasses?" She says she doesn't know. And then all of a sudden you remember that you put them on the bumper while you were hooking up the travel trailer. And could I do that? Yes. Would that just spoil the trip? It wouldn't help, because I've only got one pair of sunglasses. I've got another pair I can create using my reading glasses, but I really don't want to do that. But anyway, the official temperature right now, it shows on my vehicle to be 104 degrees. Am I looking forward to getting out of this next week? Yes. Why am I waiting until next week? Why don't I go right now? Well, because I had to get a reservation at a park at South Llano, and they were having something in the area, and they had the thing, all the campsites were taken, or the one, I want water and electric. I got to have electric now, particularly because that first stop's in Junction, Texas, and the temperature there is the same as it is here, probably. But having said that, what else can I tell you? Just remember to have a checklist. That's all. Just have you a little checklist. And some of the things that are easily overlooked is those little items, particularly like where I'm going, where there's no big box stores, you know, where you can get just about anything that I can get here. in Alpine, Texas, and Fort Davis, Texas, and Marfa, Texas, and all that stuff around Big Bend area, there are no big stores. There is no Walmart. I mean, you're in a remote area of the United States, and I mean, it is R-E-M-O-T-E, remote. But anyway, I'm going to end the video now before my phone is toasted. I've got tinfoil on it, wrapped it in tinfoil, and I've got the air conditioner coming out the vents by the window. But I did want to do this quick video because I just wanted to do something this afternoon to get out of the RV, because you know, you get cabin fever. See where I'm going now, at least I'll be able to walk outside, because right now the temperature where I'm going is 88. You know, that's 14 degrees cooler. Is that nice? You bet it is. So anyway, guys, thumbs up from Central Texas, USA. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires. Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, and it does not cost you 1 penny. What else? Drink plenty of water. Boy, a day like this, you better be packing it down. How would you like to be working on a road construction crew today? Here. Woo! Or putting on a roof, or hauling hay, or doing anything outside, even mowing grass. I'm telling you. Anyway, what else? Got a lot of fireworks for sale because tomorrow's July the 4th. Anyway, what else? Stretch, walk, take deep breaths, breathe in, hold it for a few seconds, breathe out slowly. That relieves stress. Relieving stress lowers blood pressure. What else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. And with that in mind, men, adios amigo, bye-bye.